Welcome back to another reading. With me, if you're new here, my name is Anakin. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader. And today, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into the cards. And we're going to see who you are. And I'm going to ask that your higher self and your spirit guides come here and allow you to receive the answers to your questions and the right course of action for wherever you are. And the clarity for any unclear things in your life at this time. I'm going to ring this bell, clear out the energy, get those ears engaged, and let's get into it. Let's see what we got first. Who are you? Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Starting off strong with somebody who needs some rest. You might need some rest. You might have been working very hard. You may also have a connection to a spirit guide or a divine source consciousness who is reaching out to you, wanting you to meditate, wanting you to pray, wanting you to connect with this entity, this energy that is in your presence at this time. It's also a card asking you to schedule rest, think about rest, plan rest. Plan it into your schedule, plan it into your day, plan your vacations. Make sure that you have that in the to-do list as well, so that you can check off rest even. And you can, because rest is just as productive as work, because as we rest, we get more productive. Like we have more energy to use in the things that we want to use the energy in, okay? What else do we got going on here? Okay, we got the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a connection that you're needing to make. There's rest that needs to be planned. Okay, this is what's being asked of you. But this is because you've been working very hard. You've been hard at work. You've been focusing on your material. You've been focusing on your body. You've been focusing on your mind. You may have been reading. You may have been building something, a business, a project, Lego set. But your focus is there. Your focus is on your work and on earthly matters. So when it comes to rest, it's just a slight nudging, pushing for you to just schedule that in. We have the Six of Swords. So your work is going to pay off for you, okay? So whatever work you're doing, it may not look like you're receiving much for it now. It may be getting, I'm getting the energy that regardless of if you get paid off for it or not, you still would do it, okay? So just keep it up. Keep it up. You're going to be transported from whatever... Like, let's say you're at a house and the internet is bugging you. It's like causing, let's say you're a pro gamer, okay? You play video games for a living. And the internet has been bugging, but you've still been playing with low FPS, but you're still playing. You're still competing with the guys who are playing with the high FPS, whatever it is, right? Frames per second, FPS. It's like a gaming term. But since you've been putting in the work, regardless of how your setup looks, and this could be like, let's say you skateboard and your bearings are like, they're not Bones Reds, they're just like any bearings. Or you play guitar, but you're playing on a nylon string, like $100 estate sale guitar. Or you're a chef and your knives are like just whatever knives, IKEA knives. You've been working hard regardless of the tools under your belt. And so because of that, you're going to be transported into a place where your tools and your skills are going to be utilized in the best way possible, okay? Two of Wands. There is something, though, about this other side, this vision, where you're headed, that is being hidden from you. It's a surprise. You're not supposed to know where you're going. Or how you're going to get there. The vision is going to be unclear. You're going to sail through foggy waters until you get to your destination, okay? This is just This is just your path. This is your karma. This is what you've been set for. Okay. The Tower. The Tower upright. So this is going to be an outside happening. Something, yeah. In order to transport you, to get you to this other side, it's going to be an event. Okay, an event that takes place in your life. A major event. An event that causes you to question certain relationships, certain environments, habits, belief systems that you hold currently within you, okay? Excuse me. The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is coming out after this Tower. So you might have a mentor coming in to help you pick up the pieces of what has fallen down from this Tower. The Hierophant can also be this spirit guide that has been wanting you to meditate, wanting you to get into that spiritual place. Okay, but what it does represent is somebody or something is going to give you some keys. Okay, some keys to your own success, some keys to your future. And these keys are like essential pieces to the puzzle that you're creating at this time. Okay, whatever puzzle you're working on, there's certain things that are like shortcuts. And these keys, these shortcuts, once you know them, there's no unknowing them. And they're just, it's like tricks of the trade that once you know them, it saves you a lot of time. It saves you a lot of effort. But without knowing somebody or having a mentor or having somebody who's been through it, it's hard to know these tricks of the trade. Okay, so somebody's going to come in and tell you some tricks or tools of the trade. Whatever trade that you're in, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse. You do have a feminine energy. Again, with this feminine energy, this like opposition. Yeah, this Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse energy. This Queen of Swords, there's this person in your energy who's just sending you negative thoughts, okay? Might be a divorced woman, might be a single woman, somebody who is alone, somebody who doesn't have a very big community or likes to stay in their own bubble, okay? This Queen of Swords is very logical, but not very emotional. She's just very stone cold. She ignores you if you're getting emotional. She ignores emotions in general. And she might be thinking a lot of things, and she might be sending you a lot of thoughts, and you might be receiving these thoughts in dream states. They might actually be keeping you up at night. Another thing where is, like you might be tired and lacking rest because these thoughts are coming in, and you don't know where they're coming from. And simply by knowing where they're coming from and knowing where they've come from, you can alleviate those thoughts. You can start to filter them out because you know, okay, these thoughts are not my thoughts. The only reason I'm receiving these thoughts is because I'm at a vibrational frequency that is conducive of receiving these kinds of thoughts. So in order to change these thoughts, all I have to do is change my frequency. And how do we do that? Four of Wands and the Star, both in reverse here. Okay. So how do you do that? You celebrate yourself. That's the first thing. You have and hold celebrations for yourself throughout your day and in your personal life. If you're having a birthday, if you if you just got a new job, or if you just won a bowling tournament, or whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you post yourself on your Instagram, or you hold a birthday party for yourself, or you hold a party or a cookout or a barbecue for yourself, okay? This is going to help you understand your self-worth on a different level. When we hang out with certain people or we go around certain friends, we learn about different aspects of ourselves. And so in an environment where people, friends, and community is coming together to celebrate you, you're going to find some self-worth, some aspects of yourself that you know and that you hold within yourself. but that don't come out unless you're sort of in that environment, okay? We have the Star in reverse. And so this is just another card sort of telling you, okay, in order to release these, in order to do that, what you want to do, you have to release your emotions around being in the spotlight, okay? You have to release the fear of being seen, okay? Get into the spotlight, get seen, get into the, be vulnerable with yourself, and be vulnerable with yourself as a light, as a beacon for others, so that they know that, they can at any time be themselves. At any time they can step out of the game that we're all playing, okay? Because that's really what it's all about, you want to do it, especially as a spiritual person. Like, people are all playing the game. We're all, a lot of people are in the rat race or in the matrix, or, they have assigned roles that they've assigned themselves. And maybe they've even worked 15, 20 years to get these roles, like PhD, doctor, lawyer, I'm this, I'm that, I am the general manager of this association, of this branch, of this division. Excuse me. And they've built up these identities. Okay, and so after building up so much identity, they've convinced they've been had, basically. You might have been had as well. We've all been had in a way. And we believe that we are these things, and they believe that they are these things, these identities. But it's as a spiritual person, one of the best things we can do is play along with the game, but understand that it is a game. And even going farther with that, not just the understanding that it's a game that we're playing with others and playing it, but also holding a space in our aura around us that allows other people to come out of the game if they so desired. Okay, it's like this. It's like you're at the doctor's office. The doctor's being the doctor. The receptionist is being the receptionist. Oh, I'm a receptionist. Oh, I'm a doctor. But underneath it all, we're, not even just a human, but underneath that, we're souls. We're all on a soul level pretty much the same thing. We're all each other. We're all one and the same. And so, just having that ability to see past the role and allow others to just come out of their role for a second can be very beneficial for you at this time. Anything else for the collective? What else does the collective would like to know here? Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there is a memory in your childhood which is about to resurface, and it's going to show you an aspect of yourself. Again, I think throughout this reading, we're talking about certain aspects of yourself that are coming back up into the light, okay? So think about like a retrograde. You are reliving and rediscovering. You might be going back to certain places that you used to visit a lot. And you're feeling like going back there one time, two times, just to see what it's like, just to see if it's the same. Maybe just for no reason at all. But what's happening is certain aspects of you are coming back out into the surface, into the spotlight. Okay? And this is helping your inner child come out. This is helping truth come out. But there's some truth going to come out as well about your inner child, about how your inner child works. And when this starts to happen, wealth and abundance are very, very, they're coming in right after, okay? And so what that means is, your inner child has the key, to opening your heart. And your heart is how you attract all the things that you want in your world. So, whoever I'm reading this for, you have an activation coming, a heart activation from that inner child. It's because of all this work that you've been doing. It's because of all the spiritual work, the staying at a high vibration, the meditation, the mantras, the positive affirmations, the watching good content and filling your brain with good content, nothing that would distract you from your purpose. The Moon in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so another thing I'm getting from you is that you have certain emotions that just are, there's certain emotions that you need to go and be independent with for a while, especially negative emotions. Like if you feel a negative emotion, you might feel like working it out with other people, or working it out with your significant other, or you made me feel angry, so I'm going to work it out with you. You're going to tell me why. You're going to make me feel better. This needs to stop with you, okay? You may have already been working on this, and this is why this came up in this reading. But there is a push, or they're asking you to sort of go within when it comes to working through your emotions, and to not speak about emotional stuff unless it's for loving, healing, growth purposes. Okay. And what that means is, if you're feeling negatively, go into your own independent space and meditate, sit with it, feel it, allow it to pass, get into a high vibrational state before you come into contact with somebody else. And if you're going to talk about emotions with other people, talk about high vibrational emotions. Because that will, as you speak them into existence, you're not only speaking them into existence for you, but you're also doing it for that other person, okay? It's really important for you. Okay, now I'm going to scoop these Rider-Waite deck cards. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Is there anything else that the collective would like to know at this time? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about spirit guides, higher self stuff. Let's talk about it. Card keeps on coming up. For me, for certain people in the collective, for a lot of people right now, full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Okay. I don't know if we have a full moon in Virgo coming up or something like that. But this is a card that signifies your self-worth. Whoever you are, it's important to recognize how far you've come on your journey. It's almost like you've been going. And you're being asked here to find that space, to sit down, close your eyes, and really feel it all. Feel everything that you've done. Appreciate everything that you have. And I mean like everything that you have. And take that time to go within and really dig and see what all of the appreciation that you can have for yourself at this time. Okay, dig for it, look for it, be with it. You know, it's very, very important for you at this time. Very important. Okay, what else we got here? Pull a card off the top here. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So Virgo and Taurus energy. Okay. Okay, so this practical plan that your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so in this meditation, during these times where you're going within and you're praying to a higher source and you're asking for guidance and you are talking to your higher self in the best way that you can, and you're accessing the inner child, and you're doing all of these things that we're talking about, you know, it's important to find what works for you. Okay. No one, and this is another thing, like no one course, no one seminar, no one function, no one system is going to be the system that works best for you. Okay, you can work well with systems. You can work well with like models and systems and stuff like that. And in fact, I think what like the energy I'm getting from this practical plan thing is not a practical plan as in a plan, a step by step of this, and this. What needs to happen for you is the mental models that you have going for yourself and the systems by which you live. So a system is a group of parts working together to complete a task or a job, okay? And so a group of parts working together to complete a task. So if you have a system for filing paperwork, okay, you don't need to think about filing paperwork because that is systematized, okay? It's like as soon as you get the piece of paper, you don't have to think about where it's going. All you got to do is look, okay, so this has a big letter B at the top, so it goes in the big letter B file, and and it has a big 1, 2 at the bottom, so it goes in the 12th pocket. Bam. Whatever it is. Or let's say you're alphabetized and you're putting books up, okay? His name starts with A, so it's going in the front. Second letter N. Bam, goes there. But see, like, having a system for where you put your books allows you to not think. Okay, having a system for how you get up in the morning allows you to not think. Having a system for how you speak, what you do, what you talk about, what you write allows you to not think. You can literally go without thinking. And this is what we're aiming for. This is what you're striving for, okay? You might be a very intelligent, very high-level thinker. And to be a high-level thinker requires that you think a lot. And we all, like, a lot of you probably are a high-level thinker to the point where you think so much, okay? And so it's like, you need to clear that out, or you're being asked to clear that out so that you can receive downloads. The star, yeah, because you are a super genius when it comes to thoughts, when it comes to thinking, when it comes to the mental plane. And so start building these models for yourself. Start building them around what you do. Like, for instance, if you get up in the morning, what's your model? What's your system? How many minutes does it take you to get from point A in bed in the morning to point B, doing that first task of the day, or whatever it is, okay? Taurus, very Taurian energy here. But you're very skilled at this, okay? At being practical, at being planned, at having a routine. But I'm almost getting that it's not, like, it wouldn't work for you to just do a step-by-step thing. It would work better for you to create mental models and systems and habits that stack, okay, like Atomic Habits by James Clear. New life, yeah, you're entering into a whole new, all of this, what you're doing here, you've been going, it's been working really well, you're being recognized for that, you're going to be recognized for that, you're going to be put on a pedestal here with this star. But once you hit that rest and you start to balance that rest with all of the work that you've been doing, that's when you're going to start seeing all of the flood, all of the results coming in, okay? What else do we got here? Goddess card for you. Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So this is important, okay? As you enter into this new phase, as you enter into this new time where your time is more valuable, okay? It's going to be 2-3 times more valuable than it used to be in this new life. So it's just going to be important for you to go without distraction. And how do you go without distraction? Well, you have to set up boundaries, saying, hey, if you want to talk to me, we can talk at this time for this amount of time. Or just setting up time management stuff so that you don't have to deal. And this is, again, a mental model, a system. Because if you have a system with your time, with how you answer and reply to people, with how you allow people into your time, then you don't have to think about it. And it's one less thing to think about throughout your days. And so, like, systems are amazing. They can be so beneficial to you because literally, like, you build one system, it could take you 10 days to build a system, but that system will serve you for the next however many, like 10 months to 10 years. And it's just the same system that you built in those 10 days. And that's why, like, intelligence, intellectual property is very, very valuable. Okay, systems are very, very valuable. Much more valuable than plans. Okay, systems are very, very valuable. Meditate. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to right now, you really, really got to get to the meditation zone. Okay, I don't know what it is that is if anything is I know I'm talking to a collective here. So there's people I'm talking to right now who are avid meditators, okay? If you are an avid meditator and you meditate often, in the comments, tell others how you do that. How it is that you're able to meditate every day for 15 minutes at least, okay? Me, honestly, I crave the energy. It makes me feel amazing. I don't know how people don't meditate every day. It makes me feel relaxed, makes me feel at ease, gets my thoughts all centered, all out the way. And then, if you're an avid meditator, comment down below. If you don't meditate, go read the comments. Go see, like, and don't just listen to other people as well. Like, don't just be a follower. Like, if I meditate and it works for me, and other people meditate and it works for them, it still doesn't have to work for you. But experiment with it. Meditate at least for like 7 days and just see how it goes. If it goes well, keep doing it, okay? Just keep doing it for at least 21 days just to get that habit in line. If you got to do it for 5 minutes every day for 21 days, do it for 5 minutes every day. Feel very called to tell you all that. Next up, we're going to do a sacred soul message. Reason is powerless in the face of love. Romance, communication, listen to your heart. Another reason meditating is great is because it opens you up to sensitivity. It makes you more sensitive. You may have already been feeling certain feelings. You may have already been thinking certain thoughts unconsciously. But when you meditate, you start to hear those unconscious thoughts. You start to feel those unconscious feelings. The utterings of the heart may be quiet. And so if you want to hear those quiet utterances, you must quiet the mind so you can hear the heart, okay? Give me a couple more cards for the collective here. Meditate and contemplate. Again, whoever you are, I'm sticking around because here's the thing. You got to meditate. I've been pulling it everywhere. Like, after this video, as soon as this video ends, as soon as you get home from work, as soon as you click off of this, close your eyes, sit down for 5 minutes and set a timer for 5 minutes and breathe and focus on your breath. That's it. That's going to help you. That's going to help you way more than any of these cards can help you, okay? But let me get one more thing here. Well, meditating on a routine schedule will definitely help you. Best course of action after they get out of their meditation, what should they do? Perfect tool, dive into life, hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Hold the line by Toto. Dive into life. Yeah, dive into life. It's like you can be all good or all high vibrational or all, meditative and all spiritual. But diving into life and really live life, to really experience like everything that you want to experience. Like, if you really want to experience food on this planet, like really want to experience it, you can't just be strictly a carnivore or strictly vegan. or strictly don't eat dairy, or strictly, excuse me, to fully like sink your teeth into life, you have to be open to everything, okay? Including the food that may be yucky, or the bugs that are fried in Somalia or whatever, or the type of coffee they make in Egypt. You got to be open to everything to fully sink your teeth in, to fully get a full range of everything you want to experience in this world. So when it says dive into life, I'm just thinking like, it's okay to like cheat on your diet, or try new things, or take a day off, or go on a weird adventure, or go do weird things, or go do stuff that's not practical, because that's how you fully sink your teeth into life. Now, I'm not saying go to jail, I'm not saying do things against the law, but do fun things, okay? That's where I'm going to end it today. That's where I'm going to end it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.